What's good, everybody? So, if you're not really familiar with Kool Kiy, everybody might have their own opinions on this situation. Me personally, I never liked Kool Kiy. Kool Kiy is basically an entrepreneur, and he made a lot of money by making. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna call it how it is. Basically, just Jordan 1 knockoffs, right? Um, so these are pictures of his products, which I can't even say resemble because they are literally exactly Jordan 1s, but instead of a swoosh, it's a lightning bolt, and he's made like millions over this, right? He's made a fortune over it, and Nike, they don't play that. You know, they've already filed a lawsuit on him, Bape, the other guy who did the knockoffs, Warren Lotus. And so it's getting really crazy. But they finally filed the lawsuit. I think I saw it online that he had to pay like $1 million. But we're going to go ahead and go into the full article so we can get all of the details. So let's get into it. So it says Nike's legal department has been particularly active in recent years, targeting various brands, customizers, and small businesses over alleged trademark infringements. And also another thing before we even get further into the article, I want to say the reason why they're doing all of this, like just hunting down on all these brands, customizers, things like that, is because it started even way back, right? When Nike started to realize, hey, we don't really need these Foot Lockers, Foot Actions, etc., etc. We don't really need the middleman because everybody knows Nike. So let's just go ahead and cut them out, and we can just sell all of our products directly through our channels, Nike, like storefronts, sneakers, etc., etc. And so, because they're trying to make and save as much money as possible. So then when you have other people basically, you know, making your product but with their own twist, and people are kind of like gravitating towards that, even if it isn't, you know, even if majority of the customer base is still shopping at Nike, you know, you're still deteriorating people from that fan base and bringing them over there. So again, that's essentially them losing out on potential money. So that's one of the major reasons they're doing it, especially with Nike not really being, you know, the number one dog right now. You know, it's really crucial for them to get all of their money as possible, you know. So let's just, I just thought that was food for thought. You guys can let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments, but let's continue. Excuse me. Among these cases was a notable lawsuit against Kool Kiy in November 2022. Kool Kiy, a burgeoning brand known for selling sneakers that bore a striking resemblance, but it's like more than a resemblance, to the iconic Air Jordan 1, faced accusations of producing knockoffs that infringe upon Nike's trademarks. And me personally, I think that's what it is. I think they're strictly knockoffs. They're not even, you know what I mean? Like, at least with like a customizer, whenever people do custom shoes, they'll say this is a custom product, right? But Kool Kiy was saying, no, has nothing to do with Nike. This is, you know, no resemblance at all. This is my own product. I thought of all of this by myself, and this is just a whole separate entity from Nike, right? And I think that's where it's like, okay, when you say that, bro, it's like you got to give credit what's due, because this is literally a Jordan 1 silhouette, you know. And even here we can see like just the comparison. Like, these are literally the same exact shoe. You know what I mean? Like, there's no difference besides the swoosh being a lightning bolt. Like, there's nothing different. But that's what I see it as, man. But obviously, I don't think everybody agrees with that, because obviously I've seen people in public wearing them. Now, I do look at those people kind of funny. I think those are the equivalent of having fakes to me. I think it's corny. I think it's lame. But at the end of the day, wear what you like. And, you know, I didn't buy it, so don't take my opinion on what you're wearing. But that's just how I feel. While Kool Kiy's partner David Weeks settled with the swoosh in August of the previous year, the case against Kool Kiy himself has now officially concluded with the settlement. The terms of the settlement were not entirely disclosed, leaving some details confidential. However, court documents obtained by Soul Retriever revealed that Kool Kiy must pay Nike $1 million as part of the settlement agreement. Additionally, the documents confirmed that Kiy has acknowledged Nike's ownership of the trademarks cited in the lawsuit, which includes those covering the Air Jordan 1 High, Jordan 1 Low, and various branding details associated with the Jordan 1 line. As part of the agreement, Kiy has conceded that his products infringe upon Nike's trademark, Consequently, Kool Kiy is now prohibited from selling his current designs. This marks the end of the Air Kai silhouette, which had gained considerable popularity over the past few years. Now, all of this basically saying is Nike basically said, hey, all of the stuff that you basically took from us with customers and things like that, we value that as $1 million. And so if you just go ahead and give us $1 million, I think that's just kind of like an equivalent of what you took from us. We'll take that. But also with us taking this $1 million, you have to acknowledge that these aren't your sole product, and you took, you know, ideas from us, and that you were breaking the trademarks, and you can no longer make the product. So that's basically what the whole lawsuit is. So moving forward, Kool Kiy retains the ability to design and sell new products provided they do not incorporate elements protected by Nike's trademarks. This stipulation opens the door for Kiy to pivot creatively and bring fresh original designs to the sneaker market without infringing on Nike's intellectual property. The settlement underscores Nike's ongoing commitment to protecting its brand and trademarks, particularly those associated with its most iconic products. For Kool Kiy, the resolution of the lawsuit represents both a significant financial obligation and an opportunity to innovate within the legal boundaries established by this agreement. This development comes on the heels of another high-profile trademark when Nike and Bape recently settled their dispute, leading to Bape discontinuing the product of several sneaker models and making design changes to the Bape Stud and the Skate Stud. So, you know, just staying on topic, I really don't think, you know, if Kool Kiy does come out with a new product, I think the hype is like completely over. You know what I mean? Especially with Jordan 1 hype being over. So I don't really know what he would kind of pivot to, and I don't think he really had the creative design to, you know, come up with something, because, you know what I mean, like, say, because me personally, right, if I know, because there's no way possible that in his head he didn't think, like, I'm taking this from Nike, I'm taking this from Jordan, etc., etc. So like for me, right, if I'm doing this and I see that my shoes are popping off, somewhere in the back of my head it's like, all right, I know Nike is gonna come for me eventually. So even if I am doing this, you know, I'm at least I'm bringing up my brand, I'm bringing up my popularity. But let me go ahead and mix like my own designs, or at least let me experiment with something new that has nothing, you know, even closely to resemblance anything from Nike, and see how those pan out, you know, during the hype. Not the hype, the peak of my hype, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know, just outside looking in, I didn't deep dive into it because, again, I was never a fan of it. But I generally don't think that he's done that. And even if he did do that, they weren't selling, because I've never seen a Kool Kiy product outside of the Jordan 1s with the lightning bolt. So I think it would be better for him, honestly, just to either like just stick with like maybe just clothes, pivot into clothing, or just use all the money that he used from this and just invest and go into some different market, because I really don't think he has like, you know, he's at a decline right now. So I don't think it would be really beneficial for him to try and keep on going, because I think it's too late right now to experiment, unless he tries to, like, you know, do some like funny stuff and do some stuff that like throws shots at Nike. But honestly, if somebody told me I had to pay them $1 million, I'm leaving them alone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's gonna do. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's it for the video. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.